Hey everyone, it's Jason. Welcome to a One Piece the Trading Card Game unboxing. So we have the first of two videos for 6 brand new starter decks. They released 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we have red, green, and blue here. The other 3 are yellow, purple, and black. Each one features one of the main big characters of the show and a deck themed around them. So it's really cool to get some extra things to pick up. The last time they released this many decks was at the beginning of the game, where they released the first 5 before Yellow came out. Or maybe it was the first 4. And I think Black came out in the second set, and then they had Yellow last. Yes, this is cool. We're going to get these. So you can check out part 2 to see the other 3 videos. We're going to hop into these. They have different stuff on the back, so all the different types are going to change every time, but there's a 50-card deck, a leader card, a set of 10 Gon cards, a play sheet, and a premium booster pack, the best. Now, behind the scenes, lifting the curtain, I did the other 3 boxes first because I was waiting for the green deck, because I didn't have it at the time. So I think like the booster pack is actually kind of cool. And what's actually kind of in the box is it's really neat. So we're going to jump with red here for Edward Newgate, starter set number 15. So what is neat about these sets is what they are is there's only a couple of brand new cards in each one. And then they're all, at least the other 3 followed it, so I assume these will too. Then the rest are all stuff from older sets, which is actually, it's a good and bad thing. If you know that's what you're getting, it's definitely not a bad thing. Because then you realize you're not buying a full deck of brand new cards like all the other starter decks have been. The upside, though, is that, so this is stuff from set number 2, is that you're going to get a lot older cards. If you are getting to the game later, I think is then we're on booster pack like 11 or 12 at this point. So if you're just coming into this now, this is a great way to pick up a lot of stuff from the older couple of sets. Plus you get some good themed decks as well, plus some brand new cards, which is cool. And then while I open this up, we'll look at this booster pack. So we have the best One Piece card system. So this is a neat deck of cards, or a booster pack as well. So there's 111 cards plus 30. The 30 are Gon cards. This deck is fighting me trying to open. Sorry. Trying to open this and talk at the same time, and it's not working. So what this is it's like a collection of the best cards, but instead of being all numbered, they're all with whatever numbers, whatever set they would be from. So we have stuff all the way from set 1 up to start with sets 1, 2, 3. We have starter deck cards in here. We have promo cards. We have stuff at different rarities. There's some special foils. We have some cool new Gon cards and stuff as well. And we'll look more at these at the end of the video. So we're going to have 1 pack of these in each box. There's 10 cards in each one. So there's just a little idea of what we're going to get. But yeah, we'll look at all of them at the end. We'll do one unboxing of all. We're going to jump right into the decks, though. So we're going to first see what good old Edward Newgate Whitebeard does for us. This is at the end of your turn, add 1 card from the top of your life deck to your hand. Basically, he's super powerful. But he's going to be draining your life cards really quickly. Oh, that shattering effect is really cool. So that's from set number 2. We're going to get some brand new ones. So here's our first new one. We have 2 copies of the super rare. So as on play, give up the 1 rested Gon card to your leader or your character. Activate main. You may rest this character, tap to one of your opponent's characters with 5,000 power or less. Oh, that orb shining like that, using his Quake fruit, I believe it was. We're also going to get 2 copies of Portugas the Ace. Neat fire effect on there too. That's awesome. says, if your leader type includes Whitebeard Pirates, this character gains Rush. Once per turn, if this character would be removed from the field by your opponent's effect, you may give this character minus 2,000 power instead. So they're going to be kind of pushing to go fast. Neat. So we have 4 copies of Atmos, brand new card. Those are some huge swords. When attacking, if your leader is Edward Newgate, you cannot add life cards to your hand using your own effects this turn. So this is cool. So if he's attacking, you can stop that thing where your cards are running out. So it's kind of what they're going to play on. They want to move fast, but they have sometimes ways to negate that ability. We have 4 copies of King Du. On opponent's turn, when this character is KO'd by an effect, up to one of your leaders gain 2,000 power during your turn. We have... And our last brand new card is we have 2 copies of Thatch. On play, if your leader type includes Whitebeard powers, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 power during this turn. Then add 1 card from the top of your life cards to your hand. Interesting set. He kind of forces you back in that way as well. Alright, then we're going to get a bunch of stuff from set number 2. So we have 4 copies of Jozu. If you have 2 or less life cards and your leader type includes Whitebeard Pirates, this character gains Rush. Again, less life cards. You get to move faster, your more powerful cards there to play right away. We have 4 copies of Marco. On tail, you may trash 1 card with a type including Whitebeard Pirates from your hand. If you have 2 or less life cards, play this character from your trash rested. Nice. 4 copies of Reikio. All your characters of type including Whitebeard Pirates have 1,000 power. And we have 4 copies of You May Be a Fool, but I Still Love You. If you have 3 or less life cards, you cannot add life cards to your hand using your own effects during this turn. Nice. So you got a couple different ways to like slow that down. And then we have stuff from set 3. So this is fun. We get a couple stuff there as well. We have Izo. With top 5 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 card including Whitebeard Pirates. Other than Izo, add to your hand. Place the rest of their bottom of your deck in any order. 4 copies of Speed Jill. Odd doesn't have Rush. 4 copies of Namel, or Fishman. 4 copies of Harutu. Active main once per turn, you have to 1 rested Don to one of your leaders or characters. And then finally, we have 4 copies of Fasa, who has Blocker. Then we have our 10 Don cards as well. Cool. So yeah, so that red deck's going to be all about the speed. We're just going to be trying to bust through as quickly as possible using them Rush and stuff like that. So that's pretty fun. Alright, then our next deck is going to be deck number 16. We are jumping into green with Uta. So we've already had a green Uta deck before, so hopefully these cards are different than those, but it should also complement that deck as well. Well, I don't like that. I feel like we were missing the booster pack. That is kind of frustrating to me. Alright, well, we'll move on. So we're going to have 2 booster packs to open up this video. Guess that is the downside of buying stuff on the internet, right? Alright, anywho, let's move along. That's not your guys' concern. Alright, here we have Uta. Alright, once per turn, when revealed, so this is from Starter Deck 11. So this is her Starter Deck 11 leader card. So it was from the deck we were just talking about, which is kind of a bummer, but I don't know if she had another leader card somewhere else. Reveal up to one card from the top of your deck. I'm going film type from your hand, then place the rest of the bottom of your deck. So she's going to play around with that film cards. So we have a brand new one. We have 2 copies of Uta. Actively made once per turn. You may trash 1 film type card from your hand. Give up to 1 rested Don card to your leader or one of your characters. So these are going to focus on film cards. We have 2 copies of Shanks. On play, tap one of your opponent's rested character cards. Shink. Cool. Alright, other brand new cards. We have 4 copies of Gordon Blocker, and on your opponent's turn, you may trash up to any number of music type cards from your hand. Your leader or one of your characters gains 1,000 power during this battle for every trashed card. Interesting. 4 copies of Charlotte Katakuri. If your leader has a film type and you have 6 or more rested cards, this character gains 2,000 powers. You have lots of rested stuff playing on this. Interesting. Alright, then we have Starter Deck 16 yet. Our last one is Monkey D. Luffy. Brand new card. If you have a rested Uda, this character gains 1,000 power. Interesting. So now we're going to see what we get from her, because I'm curious. I hope we're not getting a lot of duplicates from the other booster packs. So we have, from her other starter decks, we're getting copies of her brand new cards. Now, I'm not even mad about this, because you only had a couple copies of each in there, so this gives you more copies of each of those cards. Meaning, if your leader is Uka, choose one. Rest up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less. Tap one of your opponent's rested characters with a cost of 5 or less. Just playing around with lots of rested stuff, but these are the music ones. We have 4 copies of New Genesis. If your leader is Uta, one of the top 3 cards from the top of your deck will up to 1 film card other than New Genesis add to your hand. Push the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order. So if one of your active Don cards is active. And we're also going to get 4 copies of I'm Invincible. Except one of your leader cards is active. Nice. Then we have, so this is interesting. We have 4 copies of Bartomolo from, it's a promo number 29. End of your turn, you may rest this character, except one of your film characters other than Bartomolo as active. 4 copies of Fleeting Lullaby, another promo. If your leader is Uda, up to 2 of your opponent's arrested characters at a cost of 4 or less will not become active in your opponent's next refresh step. 4 copies of When the Wind Blows. If your leader is Uda, all your film type characters is active till the end of turn. Trigger all your characters active. Nice. These are guys getting a bunch of promos out of this one. Yeah, 6 promos. Nice. 4 copies of the World Continuation. If your leader is Uka, you may return any number of characters appealed to your owner's hand. Up to 1 of your leader or characters gains 2,000 power for every returned character. 4 copies of Taka Musica. You may rest up to 1 of your Uda cards, up to 2 of your opponent's Don cards. And I guess our last one was another Multi Loop. We also have our Dons. Just a powerful Monkey D. Luffy card. Gear 5. Cool. So that's pretty fun. I was like worried we were just gonna get, because that other one, the other Uta deck, we just got a bunch of the, we got a bunch of stuff from like set 4 or 5. I don't remember which number it was. So I was glad to see that this one we got, a bunch of other stuff. So I was like, gosh, if we get the exact same cards from that deck or a lot of the same ones, I'm going to be pretty mad. So that's kind of cool. So this will team up really nice with that other deck if you have that one. Alright, then our last deck is in blue. We have Donquixote do Flamingo. So let's hop in and look at his. From set number 1. When attacking, pay 1. Reveal 1 card from the top of your deck. If that card is a 7 Warlord of the Sea character type with a cost of 4 or less, you may play that card rested. So, we're going to get a 7 Warlord of the Sea deck. Interesting. I thought it was just going to be a straight up Don Flamingo type deck. Yeah, Warlord of the Sea deck. That's pretty cool. So brand new card, we have 2 copies of Trafalgar Law. Ugh, name drives me nuts. You turn one of your characters to your owner's hand. If your leader has the 7 warlords, return up to 1 character the cost of 4 or less to its owner's hand. Cool. Ooh, new Boa. 2 copies of Boa Hancock. Over earrings glow there, that's pretty cool. On play with the top 3 cards from your deck, place it on the top or bottom of your deck in order. Then give up the 1 rested dime to one of your 7 warlords or character cards. Awesome. 4 copies of Crocodile. On play, reveal 1 top card from the top of your deck. If that card is a 7 warlords. Draw 2 cards and place one from your hand at the top of your deck. 2 copies of Buggy. You know the top 3 cards of your deck and place them in the top or the deck in yours. So lots of deck manipulation in here. And our last brand new card is 4 copies of Marshall D. Ketch, or Blackbeard. You may place 1 card from your hand at the top of your deck. Give up the 2 rested character Don cards. Nice. Then our old card stuff from set 1, we have Donquixote Go Flamingo. Who's on play with the top 5 cards of your deck and place in the top or bottom of your deck in any order. So you need to really search your deck for whatever the heck you want. We have Overheat, 4 copies of that. Up to 1 of your character or leader cards gains 4,000 power during this battle. Then return up to 1 active character cost of 3 or less to its owner's hand. From set number 2, we have 4 copies of Gecko Moria. Just straight up 6,000 power. We have... it's also, yeah, these are from set 2. We have 4 copies of Bartholomew Kuma. The top 2 cards of your deck. Reveal up to 1 7 warlords. Act your hand and place the rest of the top or the bottom of your deck in any order. 4 copies of Edward Weevil. Also known as 7 warlords. 4 copies of another Gecko Moria. From set 3 now. After 1 of the 7 warlords or thrower bark pirates from your hand, cost of 4 or less other than Gecko Moria, trash the rest. 4 copies of Dracula Millhawk. Draw 2 cards and trash 2 cards from your hand. 4 copies of Law, who has Blocker. And then finally we have 4 copies of Jinbei, who's a promo card, and there are Don cards as well. On tail, place 1 character that costs 3 or less at the bottom of someone's hand. So basically just a lot of powerful guys, but you just search for them. So that's pretty cool. Alright, then we're going to head into ours. Yeah, so we got some neat stuff there. So, red wants to play fast by spending life cards, basically. Blue gets to search around your deck, and Uta's green deck wants to play around with rested cards. So, very interesting. Alright, so now unfortunately, we only have 2 of these 3 packs to go through, but we'll still get some neat stuff. So, we have 1 leader card, 23 commons, which is about half as many as we normally get. We have 25 uncommon, which is about normal. 21 rares, which is twice as much. 4 promo cards. 29 super rares, which is a lot more than we normally get, almost 3 times as much. 8 secret rare, which is almost 4 times as much, and then 30 Don cards. So we found out in the previous times opening these, is it looks like the last 3 cards are going to be 1 Don card and 2 foil cards. So you're only actually getting 7 new cards in this set, but it's still pretty cool. So that's what we got. We got from set number 2 here, starter deck number 2 actually. We have Capone Gang Beige, who just has Blocker. It's also a neat thing to pick these up with these decks, because then it's like, oh, will these work with this? This won't really necessarily, won't hurt, but it won't necessarily help Uga's deck. We have Vinsmoke Ichichi. You may trash this character if your leader has Germa 66. You may play Inksmoke Big Keep for cost of 7 from your hand. It lets them level up to the better version. Gum Gum Giant Gabble. You may trash 1 card from your hand to 1 of your leaders gains 4,000 power. You may then trash 2 cards from the top of your deck. Miniko You may rest this character upon your red character. The cost of 1 gains 3,000 power this turn. El Thor. Up to one of your leader character cards gains 2,000 power during this battle. Then if your opponent has 2 or less life cards, that card gains an additional 2,000 power during this battle. Baby 5. You may trash this character, so after 2 of your Don cards is active. Our rare card is we got Shirahoshi of the Merfolk. You may rest this character and place 2 cards from your trash or bottom of your deck in any order. If your opponent has 6 or more cards in their hand, your opponent trashes 1 card. We got one of the secret rares. That is awesome. We got a Kaido from set number 5. That is a pretty awesome artwork, pretty awesome foil. Draw up to 4 cards if your opponent has 3 or less life cards. Cool. Then we got a foil common. So here's one of our foils. Has that pirate foil on there. It's just kind of interesting. These are just foils of any cards pretty much. Upgoing your leader character cards gains 2,000 power during this battle. Then if you have 15 or more cards in your trash, that character gains an additional 2,000 power. And barrier. Then we got our Don card, which is lost. So it looks like they're all going to be characters' hands. We got, or hands are like just a quick little thing to represent them or who they are, which is really neat. It's rather than like full artwork. Alright, then our second pack, we are going to get Guard Point. Up to one of your leader characters gains 3,000 power during this battle. Then Smoking Ninja. Trash it, may search for one of cost of 5 or more. Thunderbolt. You may trash 1 card from the top of your life cards. Tap one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less. Imperial Ivankov. The top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 Revolution Army character card of 5,000 power or less, and place the rest of their bottom of your deck. So this doesn't really help the Whitebeard Pirate deck much. Another Baby 5. In Ice Age, give up on your opponent's character cost -5 during this turn. Vinsmoke Yonji. If the number of Don cards on your field is equal to or less than the number of your opponent's field, this character gains 1,000 power. We drew the other secret rare. That is freaking nuts. I mean, we got 2 of them. There's also from set 5. We got Monkey D. Luffy. Goes against Kaido there. Gear 5. That's crazy. Don -10. Place all your characters except this character bottom of your deck in any order. Then take an extra turn after this one. Pay 1. Add up to 1 of your Don cards from your Don deck and set it as active. Awesome, because purple really likes to get those colors. Our other foil then is Victoria Sindri. If your leader has Thunderbolt Pirate, top 5 cards of your deck. And then finally, our Don card is the Homies. With Big Mom's Pirates, so that's pretty cool there. Alright, that is what we have for the best of the One Piece set. We got some others. I love the new Don cards. I love all of them. I have to see if there's a booster box of this set, because it'd be a cool way to collect a lot of old cards that I might be missing, especially some of the super rares. There's guaranteed almost a super or a secret rare in every pack, it looks like. Plus all the cool Don cards, which I want to collect all those. That's what we have for this. So check out part 2 with the other 3 decks if you haven't. Also, I've posted the Flame Double Fruit container video as well, like around this time. So check out that one. Hit me up in the comments. See you guys later. Bye.